Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this special installation of TBD. Today we've got some outstanding people here. One of them's you are very familiar with if you've watched our show in the past. Who are you?
Right. Hey, if they don't know me, they better know me. I'm like,
they can't see me.
Home from THC.
Chef Mike.
From everywhere.
Chef Mike.
We got him from the East Coast. Can you believe they let this motherfucker go in the draft?
Right.
We got one of the best chefs. Dude, who are you, bro? I'm hecka excited to see you, bro.
My name is Dalen. I'm here. I've been on THCA a few times. Just here with some good homies here.
Dude.
Just trying to learn some things.
Dude, welcome aboard, bro. Excited to see you, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
Excited to hear some points of view, just like learn a thing or two myself, because every time we have a guest, I learn. Every time I talk to somebody, we learn something new,
I would say Dalen loves TBD.
Yeah?
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Definitely listen to it.
dude, thank you, bro.
And I know we were just talking about not bringing up China in the first.
We're bringing up China.
Yeah,
That was probably my favorite episode.
Really?
I was like, oh, shit,
Thank you, dude.
That was really nice.
Okay.
God bless you, bro.
I
Dude,
like that one.
we're honestly, no one is knowing this except now. I'm just going to announce this. We're planning more China content in the near future, bro. If you want to be on an episode for that, so you could like ask questions live and react live or get your mind blown live.
Yeah.
That'd be sick,
I love learning new things and
Dude.
all about it.
I say we were saying the C word quite a lot over here.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been too kind on them, bro. I've been letting them slide a little too much lately. It's got time to call them out,
Yeah, it's okay. Fuck it.
Dude.
Fuckers.
I'm so dead. Bro, it's wild world, bro. But it's a beautiful day. The sun's peeking through Western Washington.
Say it's a beautiful Friday.
Dude,
Gorgeous.
exactly. Hopefully, it's a peaceful day in our state. Hopefully there's no dumb shit going on at no dispos. I mean, I'm sure a few of y'all definitely, if you have not, check out THCA. I featured on there a couple times, but in general, they have outstanding hosts, amazing dudes, very educated, especially if you want to learn more about the science of cannabis, let alone medicine and, the modern world, and a whole lot to do with the economy, really. And
appreciate that, brother.
dude, yeah, anytime. You guys are excellent. It's always a pleasure watching y'all.
Thank you.
Dude. So where should we get started? I think.
Oh, you already said China, so we could say.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
We can do whatever the fuck we want, man. The floor is open,
dude. China.
Fuck waiting 10 minutes.
You know what's funny? Yeah, exactly. You know what's funny thing, bro? China did not qualify for the 2022 World Cup.
Really?
Yeah. So today,
I did not know that.
They released the draws for the different group stages. It's the first time we had a World Cup in December. Usually it's done in the summer.
Yeah.
But since they're doing it in a hot place, they're doing it in the winter.
Yep.
And so we qualified the other day. We lost our last qualifier, but we needed to not lose by 6 goals so we could qualify for the World Cup. So we did the bare minimum. We lost 2-0. It's all right. I'm not, the U.S. coach, I'm not a huge fan of him, the U.S. national team coach, but Berhalter. Yeah, you already know.
How to say his name.
Okay, yeah, I forgot Dalen's into the soccer.
That's sick. I didn't even know. You like soccer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, bro.
Sounders.
Shout out our Sounders, bro.
Yeah, come on, Sounders.
Dude, Sounders USA till I
have no
die.
idea what I'm looking at. I'm sorry.
111.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Go in. Let it out.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, no, big fan of the
Scammers.
Sounders. Yeah, I just had to rub it in that China didn't qualify. United States did.
Yep.
U.S.
We
didn't
gotta
qualify last time.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know China
So
plays
did-
soccer.
They don't.
Italy didn't qualify this year too. Two
Hey.
World Cups in a row.
Listen,
It's
Huge
insane.
shocker. Not even.
what happened to my
Huge
goalie? Where's the
shocker.
goalie?
Which one?
I don't know. my
Buffon.
homie. Yeah.
Buffon.
Yeah.
Gianluigi. Gianluigi.
I forget his name. Dudorama.
Donnarumma, yeah. He plays for PSG now. He's younger, hecka tall dude.
Yeah, dude. He's the new.
He's goated.
Okay, fine.
People criticized him
Alright.
the last match because supposedly his mistakes were the reason that PSG got knocked out of the Champions League.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When Real Madrid beat them.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Oh, wow.
I
Very
can't
good.
say much. My Barcelona's nowhere to be found in that Champions League.
Come on, Barca.
Yeah, bro. Anyway, it's just, World Cup is coming
I haven't
along.
had no
Yeah.
time keeping up with sports or nothing.
Dude,
It's just too much.
It's a lot. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Sports and politics, I mean, honestly, like we try not to let them two get involved. But for example, Russia was removed from the World Cup.
Really?
So Russia,
as they should.
Yeah, I mean, depending on your personal opinion,
at this point.
yeah, but it's like, okay, you think to the end of the day, it's like, okay, did those players that have dreamed of being in a World Cup, that have spent their careers playing, training, showing up, blood, sweat, and tears for their country, they finally qualify for like a World Cup, and then for something out of their control, they're just say, hey, you can't play.
Yeah, it's tough.
Okay.
You can see both sides in my opinion, right?
Yeah, I didn't look at it like
tough.
that.
It's sad because it's like there's people being affected on all sides, like no matter who you listen to, different state sponsored media or whatever is going to try to tell you, this is the bad guys. It's okay that they're hurting. And in reality, there's a lot of gray matter. There's a lot of civilians that get hurt, kind of like what we're seeing with what's going on in Ukraine, supposed a lot of civilian death, a lot of sad stuff.
Since you brought it up, I heard that Russia's finally pulling out, or is that?
I haven't heard. This must be new. When did you hear this?
Dude, that homie last night. Remember they were saying that
must be new.
I was gonna say I didn't hear it. That's why I wanted to ask you. But there was a guy at work last night saying that they're pulling out. Not Chernobyl, from Kiev or whatever. I don't know how you say it.
Kiev.
Like they're stopping their siege of Kiev?
Yeah.
But they for sure retracted. They even put it in paper.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
That's the only one. But they're
I say you got to talk to him more than me.
They're moving out of certain areas. They don't know why.
Interesting,
okay.
Dude.
Because they already got the uranium they wanted. Yeah.
It's weird.
Or because Ukraine promised not to be a nuclear state.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting that they waited till that like certain time to make that.
You can't sit out. I'm gonna bring you into this shit whether you want to or not, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, so I mean, for example, brother, like you're seeing what's going on with like Russia and Ukraine. I'm sure you have at least a decent understanding of the world, or at least maybe an idea you've heard in the past, like about Ukraine and what goes on in there, then that nation, and especially with Russia, NATO, the history of the Cold War and all that. So what was your reaction to seeing something like this? Because when I saw this, or at least when the news first broke, like that there was, hey, Russia started a ground invasion. I was just like, for real? That doesn't make sense. Like if you strategically, like if you're playing chess, like this is a huge vulnerability if you're Russia, like in all sorts of aspects, like it doesn't make sense how they're going to profit from this. So I wonder what you might have to say or think about that.
I was more in the same boat. I was more just kind of shocked. Like, why Ukraine? Why are they going to Ukraine? I know that like Ukraine used to be a part of Russia like a long time ago. That was
Soviet
like one of their
Union.
bigger parts. But it's just like, why are they attacking Ukraine right now?
Right.
Like it didn't
like
really
you said,
make any
it was
sense
like a
to
ground
me.
attack too.
Yeah, completely.
Seemed like old school kind of like, is this even really happening? Like why are they even
biggest troop mobilization since World War II, I believe, like
what?
land ground invasion. And it's like, it
And
really
took
makes
forever.
Yeah, supposedly still
forever.
going on, right?
Yeah,
Unless unless they've stopped sieging, but I haven't heard. Honestly, the fog of war is taking full effect right now. The truth is the first thing that goes in a war. Not gonna lie.
Cool.
So
Everybody's too fucking worried about Will Smith.
yes, that is what I would look.
That's you just said that's the fog. That's the smoke screen, man.
Dude, American media and propaganda is like A1 because they give you the illusion of freedom. You know what I'm saying? They don't force you to think away. They trick you into believing away. So it's very different animal. Like, it's kind of crazy. And so it's like, we're starting to see it more and more as our society in our country, like the more as the elites pull the bullshit, like COVID, like lockdowns, like all that.
Because you just said it, man. How do you go from going to COVID to possible World War III to now Will Smith smacking Chris Rock in the face? Like,
because they're throwing things at the wall and it's not sticking anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right?
It's fucking crazy.
Do you give a fuck that, what's it name, Chris Rock? Right?
Chris Rock, the one that got smacked?
Chris Rock, yeah.
Chris Rock,
Everybody hates Chris. What do you think about that? Does that fucking matter? Maybe in the past that would have been like, a certain, like the Oscars being a cultural importance to American culture, society. It's of significance. It's like, that's completely deteriorated. Now we're having like shit like this happen, which is clearly like, how is this not fake? Like,
just another distraction, just to keep people talking about something else while this is going on. It's like, look over here, look over here.
Fucking
But there's really
and the Oscars, And on top of that, the Oscars have been dog shit. No one's been watching them. No one cares, right? When's the last time you heard someone say, I'm so excited to watch the Oscars? Like, this was more of a cultural thing.
This is more for the elites.
It's
the Hollywood elites.
They smell their own farts. They pat each other on the back. That's all it is. You know, it's the.
I fart a lot.
Dude, I don't even know where the sound effects come from, bro, but those things are fire. Dude, the elites they don't care about you guys. They don't. They're going to pretend they care about you while they're going to make money off of your suffering.
All right, so selfishly they care about themselves, but do they really? Because they're kind of showing that they don't right now.
Yeah, they're just selling themselves.
Yeah.
They've seemed to like kind of shit in their own bed. Like they're like, I don't know, you know what? The analogy I use is like you have a chicken in a small chicken coop. Mm-hmm. That chicken shits on every square inch of that floor. The whole floor is covered in shit.
Yeah, and they're running out of space.
Not space left. Now the shit's getting caked. You can't hide it. Now it's smelling really bad. Point is that's what's going on. What's up?
Have you guys noticed that all this started after the whole Epstein thing?
Yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah. Shout out. Go back to Epstein's Island.
Yeah, Epstein's Island.
Is that even in the archives?
We're gonna revisit that. We're gonna hit
and
one
if
of
not,
those.
you better check it out on the fucking Dose app.
Shout out to my man Mike, bro. Shout out to that Dose app.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, not at all, bro. It's facts. It's all stemmed together. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So it's
I'm talking even about COVID.
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah.
It's
Everything.
We don't have to wear masks now. Oh, why is that?
All of a sudden,
Because midterms are coming up, and it's like they're fucking tanked. They're trying to start a war to stay in power. That's where we're at.
Listen, we still don't even know what. I mean, we only know what we know, but we don't even know what this whole shit is still really all about. You know, let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, elites.
really
We got into some shit on that episode, and
Literally, and it's all prevalent. And we're gonna see more and more of this in our reality. Like we've called things. We called Russia today. We talked about Russia today, like hours before they happened to be shut down and all U.S. operations, all their people fired and removed. It's really weird timing, but yeah, dude, a lot of the things we talk about that sound crazy, that are once said they're a conspiracy theory.
They're throwing it in our faces.
Yeah,
like Hollywood is throwing it in our faces. Like I told you before, man, like that American Horror Story shit. Like they are, like they're showing you, like, yeah, we kill people, drink their blood
in front of us, because what's the easiest way to hide something? Plain sight.
Yeah.
That is.
They make money off this shit too.
It's disgusting on every level, bro. Disney. I don't even want to get into it, but Disneyland, bro, that shit rubs me the wrong way. Disney World, like think about that place. You know how many children go missing at Disneyland? Yeah, that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Go missing and die. I heard a lot of people fucking die, and it's not young people.
It just makes you think, like, all right, why is there so there's that much money, there's that much traffic. It's like, obviously there's going to be weird shit going on at a place like that when it's a place designed for kids and people are going in and out.
Yeah. Walt Disney himself was into some weird shit,
right?
Too.
Yeah.
I'm not. Dude, tell me more, because honestly, bro, I'm not the most educated. I just know he like incorporated a lot of sexual subliminal sexual things.
There's like
in
a
his
secret
animation
club there too. Like I forget what it's called. It's like the Club 33 or something.
Oh, that kind of rings a bell.
I forget.
Like not Door 33 or some shit,
It's
right?
like Club 33. It's
And
like some like behind the scenes club. It was like back in the day. I'm not too sure if it's still going.
I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but I mean, in like a lot of like the architectural designs and shit, like
there's a lot of science into what they do. Like there's like a look away green or look away blue or gray. I forget what color it is, but they paint buildings that they want you to think are boring or unimportant, and it's like it's all psychological, you know. So they'll paint something this color and put it next to some stuff that distracts your attention more.
And think that was how many decades ago?
Yeah,
know?
and in plain sight, it never crosses your mind. Like, yo, there could be some very heinous, satanic shit going on behind that wall. And it's like, it's wild, you know? It's like, we're starting to see this, what's been going on in our, not only global, like, elites in society, but it's poured into the mainstream. Like, more and more people are talking about it now. Mm-hmm. It is what would appear to be ripping at the seams. Wouldn't you say so?
I mean, it is, but now I feel like, you know, they're trying to cover it up as best as they can. And like you just made that analogy, they're running out of room because how long can you cover this shit up for? You know, like how long can you sweep the shit under the rug? And like
their propaganda would not be necessary if they were winning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
right,
but also the greed. I think, you know, like
corrupting them more and more.
Yeah, I fucking makes me sick just thinking about what I'm about to say. But it's like, you know, like you just said, the more kids that go missing, the more, you know, blood they have to drink or whatever. Like,
dude,
you need more and more.
A lot of people, because here's the thing, I haven't 100% done my research into the whole like adrenochrome and stuff and blood thing. But dude, a lot of people talk to me about it from all types of races, ages, bro, it's kind of scary. Like, I'm the one who's literally been like, okay, that's most likely happening, but I can't believe that. Like, I still to myself don't know if I believe that. Yeah. There's other things I 100% believe that are terrible, especially with human trafficking and all that. But it seems so far-fetched, right?
It does, but think about it. It's like, you know,
what
there's a reason why they killed Epstein.
So many kids going missing.
Yeah, there's a reason why they killed him, man. Like,
so many. There's so many.
Too many.
Yeah, there's so much money. So much money.
Also, your guy Trump, man, like he was ready to expose these people, and there's a reason why he's silenced. You know,
he's a threat to them.
He is.
He's not compromised, and if he is compromised to a degree, he is less compromised. I wouldn't call him compromised.
I was gonna say I don't know if he's 100% because
I only say that as a kind of disclaimer of like just kind of my like direct opinion as to why he is better compared to any crony politician we've had in the past like 30, 60 years. Yeah. You know, someone who's not a corrupt politician that's been how would I say this? Someone who's been making favorable moves and lobbying, you know, like someone who's been in possession of the Senate, like Joe Biden for so long, not to really do things of importance, except really like throw minorities under the bus and refer to them and where they live as racial jungles.
And now let's not forget the
1994 crime bill.
Everybody's saying now, oh, he's got the most foreign policy experience because the motherfucker's old. It doesn't have the most foreign.
It's bad experience. Biden?
Yeah.
Fucking potato fucking
but they're all saying,
I'm sorry. I hate to come across like, you know, like I don't want to be like brash or nothing, but it's like when it comes to the end of the day, it's like, okay, bro, like if I'm using my brain, I'm going to pick the orange over the potato any day. Vitamin C, all that, bro. The left and the social justice warriors are like, Trump's a racist, and then they're calling them orange, bro. They're making fun of orange skin. It's like,
because they have nothing.
Motherfuckers are racist to orange people.
Yeah, Speaking of racism,
they only see it their way.
Exactly. Anyways, Trump ain't perfect. Don't get me wrong.
No, but I was just trying to say, like, you know, they are silencing the people that are.
Dude, for example, the Taliban are on Twitter.
Yes,
they have a blue check mark.
Yes,
completely okay. People are cool with that. The president of the United States kicked off the platform and banned. Literally. And it was completely staged on the day of the bullshit that happened at the Capitol.
That blue check profile was flaunting the weapons and money that was left from us.
That was given Apaches, right?
Yeah. Like,
Santa Claus Biden.
Yeah. Oh, here they all
you be hearing about this stuff, huh? Right? Okay, good. Because the media, like he was saying, like they cover shit up. They silence people, especially like Trump. Like, obviously, he's a bombastic person, but there's a reason for it. In my opinion, I think he's like so perfectly imperfect, honestly, in terms of like drawing attention to himself. It's like he made CNN elect him, bro. That's insane. He played and broke CNN. They talked about him so much. People were like, fuck yeah, dude. And back in the day, I wasn't a Trump guy in 2016, but I knew that as a young kid, I was like, okay, well, I've heard what Trump wants to do and what he wants to campaign on. I like what he has to say. Hillary Clinton hasn't said anything except she's not Trump and she has a vagina. That was like, that to me was like, wait. Okay, like, I like didn't like Trump, but like, is that what this comes down to? Like,
these are her choices.
It felt like it did feel like an evil election, man.
Honestly, knew that like whatever the fuck was going on, it couldn't have been Clinton. Like she didn't campaign. I mean, neither did Joe Biden, but like it was interesting. I knew deep down, even back then, before I learned more about everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you, I was not a Trump supporter in the beginning. I was like, fuck, I gotta move to Canada or something.
Yeah.
But now that's not the option either. But I was just like, fuck, and it's just what you said, like CNN. He won CNN.
He broke them.
Yeah,
he pissed them off enough to fucking.
Like, all right, I'm gonna play my Donald Trump card here.
He played them.
Yeah, he's a smart motherfucker.
He really is.
When it comes down to business and money,
he wants to come across as dumb a lot of the times. He wants to come. I feel like this man is everything he does is more intentional than we think. Someone who's made enough money like he has and enough business decisions and agreements. Someone who got elected as president. You would think that like. At the highest of the highest level, you're going to constantly need to evolve and do new tactics in order to succeed. So it's like, if you think about it, that's what kind of red pilled me about it. I was like, when I learned that the media was really silencing Trump and changing what he was saying, taking it out of context, I was like, what the fuck? That's not right. I didn't even like Trump, but I was like pissed off on behalf of him. I was like, right. This is not the First Amendment. This is not freedom of speech at all. And that was
and he's still fighting for that.
100%. Exactly. And not to mention self-defense laws, which, by the way, we talked about a little bit of that on our last segment of THCA. Yes. Go check them out, brothers. They have a lot to say. I know they talk about cannabis, but it's a huge deal and a huge reason why cannabis is being brought up and talked about. Yes. It's a huge future for not only the development and well-being of our nation, but also helping people get off of opiate medicinal pharmaceuticals that are crippling and destroying American lives and families.
Designed by
China. Yeah, well, being made in China.
Well, they make most of this synthetics, but designed by our government.
Hella pharmaceuticals, like all the low grade shit. It's comically like
and all the fentanyl, car fentanyl is coming from China.
Oh yeah, they shipped it to Mexico. You know about this? I know you know about the cartel.
I've never even heard
it's like super fentanyl.
But not car fentanyl.
Yeah. So car fentanyl is like the
more deadly.
Yeah, it's like 100 times. Yeah, it's
100 times. More stronger.
I don't know why this is a desired substance. I know you could put like a grain of it in a bag and you can cut it, but it's like, dude, what?
The thing is, there's so many people that just have the top like some.
That's what I'm saying, right?
I hate to say it, but some dope heads cannot get high off of fentanyl now.
That's so fucked, and that's on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. It's designed.
The Chinese government, like there's literally a book written by. I want to tell you this because you mentioned the China episode. There's this book written by two Chinese generals called Unrestrained Warfare, and it talks about modern day warfare being waged on behalf of the Chinese Communist government on the nation of the American people, not only the people of the United States and our sovereign United States as a nation, but how they have been fighting a war against us that is non-kinetic. They completely understand that if it was a physical war that came down to money, logistics, power, man strength, training, combat experience, we would fucking smoke them like some fake ass chow mein you get at Panda Express, bro. Not even kidding. It's not even funny.
I fucking hate Panda Express too.
We're a flawed country, but China's very flawed, bro. They had the one child policy forever. Now they have a fucking huge imbalance of gender. We have every gender. They have only men.
They go to jail. Like in China, they go to jail for possessing, even just like a gram of weed.
Yeah, exactly.
But like how do
this kratom poll is for Taiwan. Shout out Taiwan, the realest country in the world.
But their government allows them to send out all this fentanyl and car fentanyl. It's like, and even all the other synthetic shit that
it's
like they're always whenever the HSI or whoever, Homeland Security, whoever's doing it, like whenever they find a new synthetic drug from China, they're already got another one like ready to rock.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
They take advantage of the double standards in America being a free country.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're allowed to like determine our own rules.
But it's also like a double standard for them too, because it's like, they lock their people up for that shit.
Oh, well, they don't.
But it's okay, like you just said, for them to have a kinetic warfare against America.
Oh yeah, well, it's like I was gonna say, like in the book, it's how to fight a war without bullets, and so it's how do you subvert and hurt a country without firing the shot. And so the Chinese were doing it very quietly for the past like 20, 30 years. Till Trump came along, he broke them. Trump broke everybody. He fucked their shit up. He broke their timetables. He That's why I say he's imperfectly perfect, because his flaws fucking got him elected. His flaws got people pissed at him. Yeah. His flaws got people to like pay attention and question the narratives of, you know, the establishment and the real control they have over the American people via both parties, because Democrats are actively destroying America. Republicans are too, but mostly Republicans are controlled opposition who are paid to sit on their hands and do nothing. And I certainly side with the Republicans when it comes down to the end of the day. They believe in God and align with more of my values. But however, the uniparty establishment that gives this illusion of, you know, two parties with two ideas competing. It's bullshit.
I was gonna say, do
it's
you
a
really
puppet
believe
show.
that? Okay, fuck.
Now, yeah, I'm glad you heard me think. Like, explain that to you.
I was like,
but that's 100% theater.
Tell me. Yeah, it is.
And
please.
So
it's
exactly that. And so the point is, bro, is like this war has been going on. The Chinese have been bribing, controlling our politicians, whether that's extorting them, blackmailing them, doing things with underage people, disgusting, heinous shit. But these people are being blackmailed into hurting American society, shipping American industry overseas, weakening our country.
Like you said, they're never going to bring us down. So you just need to fucking stop.
They can't fight us, but they want to weaken us. Yeah. And so they want to promote all these different things. They want to promote things that go against American values, things against God. They want you to not believe in God. China's an atheist country, state-sponsored atheist nation.
Yeah.
They've been taking down Buddhist statues, especially the past 10 to 15 years.
What?
Oh, yeah. The Uyghurs, you hear about the Uyghur Muslims?
No.
They're in concentration camps. Dude, this is huge. This
in
is
China?
why. Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's some facts right now. Yeah.
Northwestern China. It's a province called
What did you say,
Xinjiang.
Uyghurs?
Uyghurs is the term. Yeah, it's spelled UIG.
Okay, I'm like,
It's like Uyghurs, like white, you know, but Uyghur.
Uyghur. Okay.
I think
I've never heard of this.
I'm probably mispronouncing it from like
But
the
it's
native
like
pronunciation.
okay.
But colloquially, like in American media, it's Uyghur. Or I think it's definitely pronounced probably different natively. But they are a group of people from northwestern China, which is referred to as Xinjiang in the Chinese province. Mm-hmm. It was its own country, East Turkestan. It's a country completely different from the Han Chinese in the East. They share no similarities. They don't even share the same written language. They don't share the same religion. They are Muslim, devout Muslims. They're kind of where Central Asia meets like Central Asia meets China, Mongolia. So they're very, Xinjiang's very rural. It's very wide open.
Mountainous, like,
and that's why China wants it and wants to control it because of, you know, mineral deposits. It gives them bigger border to protect themselves with mountains, all sorts of strategic reasonings, control of water, all of that. Tibet was its own country. You know about Tibet? Where the Dalai Lama, the Communist Party of China, which, the Dalai Lama is the spiritual leader, you know, they were invaded by the Chinese Communist Party under Chairman Mao, and their land was completely annexed. What? The West batted an eye and did nothing about it. The people of Tibet are very peaceful. They're very spiritual people. Yeah.
Oh, keep going.
Very spiritual people, and no one batted an eye. They were conquered, taken over by the Chinese. The Chinese landmass was not as big as it was. They've been stealing land since their revolution, their cultural revolution.
I was going to say, because America almost like, hey, you know, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like you just said.
Back in the 60s and shit with Kissinger, 70s.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot about Kissinger. Yeah.
That fuckface. I hate it. But it's wild, bro. And then we have Xinjiang, which was East Turkestan. Same type of story. China's now exterminating these people, taking men out of the homes, putting them in re-education camps in the middle of nowhere, brainwashing these people, raping these people.
I'll have to do some research on
Dude, I got you. They were trying to replace this culture and phase it out. So they're taking the men, because of the Chinese population imbalance, the lack of women, they're taking Han ethnic men, which is the main ethnicity in China. Most people are Han. They are putting Han men in Uyghur households with Uyghur women and literally taking the men and putting them in camps, and are trying to ethnically cleanse and breed them out. Like systematically.
Yeah.
In 2022. Honestly, the scale of this makes Hitler look like a schoolgirl. Yeah. Hitler looks like a fucking schoolgirl to this.
I was going to say, this is way worse than...
And big corporations...
I'm trying not to, like,
compare.
But like no, like
it really
like
is.
smirk or laugh at this shit, but it's fucking bad.
But the lack of support these people have,
and nobody's talking about it.
I've never even heard of it. It's
the media
crazy.
is because Chinese have their finger in their investment money in American or Western media, and they'll neglect it or not talk about it. And meanwhile, people are being systematically killed. I believe there's 1 to 2 million people captive against their will in Xinjiang by the Chinese government.
Damn.
That are being forced to lose their heritage, customs, culture.
What you call it?
All because they are deemed a threat to the Chinese Communist Party. Fuck you, China, and you bitch ass Communist Party.
Vice News did a thing on this, but it got taken down.
Of course it did, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I wanted to. That's what I was going to tell you before. Yeah. Vice News, it got taken down like less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
My friend, so I know you've said like you don't see these different things, which is like normal because they hide this shit. But like, has there been anything you're just like, let's say you're on social media, right? Is there anything that you've seen that's caught your eye or has been profound to you or something that is like, whoa, or that something that provoked a thought, like in terms of the world or geopolitically? Or was there something you saw, a news article that was like, something's not right. This is fishy as fuck.
I did see something on YouTube. It was about like the people in the UAE and like Dubai and it basically being built on slave labor. And then
by all the expats, right?
Yeah, they're like telling these people from, I forget what country it is, but
like Fiji, India.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, we'll pay you whatever X amount and we'll give it back to your family. And
they're illegal, right? And they come in and then
they live in these
what the fuck? I didn't hear about this.
Oh, yeah, they won't even let you go and film in these camps. It's just
terrible conditions, like horrible human rights.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You don't hear about that either because
I didn't hear about
UAE's American friend. So you get different things based on.
It makes a lot of sense. But wow.
But yeah, that was kind of shocking.
Yeah,
we're like, wow, there's still like slave labor.
There's real slavery going on in Africa.
I was saying, just like Edgar was saying, man, we are so fucking pampered in this country.
We're in a bubble. Bubbles.
We are so lucky.
It's incredibly insane.
We're on our own planet in America. We're completely isolated from the conflicts of Europe, Asia, Africa. We're like as lucky as you can get.
We don't have bombs going off in our
and even when us as Americans, like I've never left the country.
Mm-hmm.
But when we do as Americans, like they don't, I have, family that live in third world countries. So I understand
your perspective.
But when you go as a visitor, like not living in these third world countries or even just China or somewhere, like you don't get to see that view as an American. They hide that from you very well.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the point I was bringing up, to be honest with you, but it's just crazy the fact that you have to do like all the digging yourself.
They 100%
because you can't go out there and feel it and see it. You have.
They don't even want you to have the seeds to plant any tree of knowledge. They don't even want you to start going down the rabbit hole. That's why they're so. That's why they're fucking with our attention span. That's why they're fucking with our dopamine and serotonin. All of the way humans interact as people, they've interfered with technology in order to get more control and to manipulate people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's bad, and it's like
it's not good.
They want to reel in and control people more and more. We're seeing that. We're seeing that with big tech. That's why big tech's completely in conglomeration with the government
Censorship.
And the Chinese government. The Chinese government doesn't care about human rights. That is why they are the place of choice for corrupt Westerners to do evil business and sell out their country.
Cheap labor.
They're literally just a piggy bank that has, like you said, cheap labor, slave labor.
Yeah,
like
at that point,
motherfucker, we got clothes that were probably I'm not even not gonna cap.
Yeah,
guarantee you, some fucking kid who never had a childhood who's been hungry more than he's been happy spent some of his dying moments making a cheap ass fucking shirt for a big greedy corporation to make a little profit.
Yeah, and I mean, think about their. I didn't mean to cut you off, but think about
you're good. You didn't come
their mental health. We talk about this a lot here. Like,
yes,
like you just said, didn't have a childhood. Hungrier more times than happy. Like, well, how do these people like live and think? Like, there's reasons why there's so much hate for America. It's fueled
Exactly. We're allowed to talk about things and expose things, bro. Like when you live in a country like China, North Korea, authoritarian nation, you're not allowed to think, have an opinion, let alone talk, you know? Mm-hmm. And so,
I mean, we could talk and be wrong and still
that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of our society and our values. You know, we're not a perfect country by any means. Like, if anything, we're like the biggest like disappointment as a nation in terms of potential. But there's reasons for that. Like, the way our country's set up, the way freedom is allowed, the way we have a union of 50 different states, you know, like that have different laws, that have different history, culture, became part of the union at different times, you know, like you come from Connecticut. Yeah. That has been a part of the United States history since day one, since the 13 colonies. A lot longer than Washington, yeah. You got hundreds of years on us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're on the whole other side, the Pacific Northwest, where Lewis and Clark and the motherfuckers came through these mountains, and it took a long ass time. Took a lot of war, like, you know, a lot was going on.
Oh yeah.
Point is, this is the same country, believe it or not.
Of course,
such a big country. It's a country of countries, in my opinion. But essentially, it is. That's right. You've traveled, right? Oh yeah. Yeah. What kind of like? Tell me what places you've been, bro. Because I'm still trying to see more of the U.S. You know, like
I've been all over.
Tell me your favorite like place, or tell me places that are
to the East Coast too. So you.
I haven't been there. So
the East Coast, yeah.
Tell me the differences of like your vibes of going through the U.S. Because every state I've been, like in the South, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. These are my brothers and sisters. Like, yeah, you know,
definitely. A lot of it, what you think speaks true. Like East Coast is definitely more go kind of action, kind of
quicker pace, right?
Yeah, get shit done. Yeah. And then you get a little bit more south. It gets a little more chill, kind of. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Kind of a little bit nicer weather,
hotter down there.
Yeah, I like kind of that Florida, Georgia area,
Southeast,
South Carolina.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Really like that area.
Dude, I was out there in August, South Carolina. I was in Myrtle Beach, bro.
I like South Carolina.
North Carolina too. Beautiful.
Yeah. I like that kind of area.
I just I don't like the humidity that the South has.
It's pretty gnarly.
It is hot. And it's gnarly. Like we're
big ass
fortunate. In Washington.
No,
except for mosquitoes.
You guys got big fucking bugs,
but not poisonous.
They have they have the snakes and shit, man. That's what I don't play with.
Snakes,
and
lizards,
like in Florida, they have
big
alligators
dragging other alligators.
They will be in the room. You will have a motherfucking lizard in.
Oh yeah, it'll pop up.
Yeah, like
you'll have a snake crawl through your toilet, maybe.
I saw that shit. I did not want to be in Florida. I was like, yo, get me the fuck out of here.
New Orleans. I was down in New Orleans.
I want to go there.
Buggy.
Dude, that's literally like the bottom of the river delta. That's like as humid as it gets. It's like it's the hottest place, right?
So hot and humid. Yeah.
I had a friend who lived there. He said it would I think it would stay above 9. I think he said it would be like 88 to 90 degrees no matter what for like the month of like August or July.
Humidity.
Yeah. Like it literally would be unrelentingly hot as fuck. And
so I said this plenty of time. Washington is perfect.
You like it here, the weather?
Fat boy weather.
Fat boy weather?
It's just perfect weather, but like
what about the clouds?
Not too hot, not too cold.
I can give a fuck about the clouds.
You don't like the rain and clouds? Well, maybe you're not. My dad's from California. It didn't bother him until it caught up with him, you know?
Yeah. So it did catch up with me, but listen, I feel like Washington has a lot of young, creative people out here. So as long as you're busy and keeping,
we have a lot of people.
As long as they're not
pay attention to the weather half the time.
Yeah, as long as your mental health, you're doing all right. You know, like
it does. I do. My girl felt it way before me. The seasonal or
seasonal affective disorder.
I can understand that.
I understand that shit. It's not good. Yeah,
I understand it, but you know, there's ways
for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, there's ways around it. You know,
there's ways to mitigate.
Yeah,
I know for sure.
Yeah.
The United States is a big country, very diverse nation.
So diverse.
All under one flag, you know, like these are things we are united on. These are values like freedom of speech, you know, to go back to that. And it's like, there are reasons why people have fought and died for this, not only domestically and abroad. Like people don't think about this. They're only told certain parts of history. They want to say, oh, America's a racist country, right? Then how come over 600,000 white men fought and died to end slavery? How come it was it wasn't maybe the first to outlaw slavery, but it certainly was not the last country in North and South America to outlaw slavery. If anything, it was honestly probably middle of the row in terms of the timing with the Emancipation Proclamation. But point is, they want to teach you these narratives that are incorrect about our history. They want to say the 1619 Project, oh, slaves were in North America in 1619. That's when America became a country because they're a slave state. Like, that's literally the most fraudulent fantasy cartoon bullshit anyone could tell you.
No.
Like, it's ridiculous, bro. The United States was...
Yeah, like you were just saying, man, there's slavery. Slavery's never going to end. Yeah. Racism's never going to end or die.
Yeah, but like, it can be progressed on, and America is naturally doing that until they've artificially started trying to divide us, you know, like BLM and with fucking all seeing each other as all these subsets instead of seeing each other as people or Americans, you know, the same. Right? Yeah. Like, seriously, like they taught that. This is what I learned in kindergarten, MLK, you know, like, you know, MLK is the reason why white boys and black boys can be friends. Like, I remember reading that in kindergarten and like looking next to my bro next to me, who was my friend and happened to be black. And I was like, so happy. I was like, that's so cool. Yeah. And but in my head, I was like, why is there someone out there that doesn't want me and Keon to be friends? Yeah. That was my thought. I was like, why? I didn't think about race at all. Yeah. I didn't think about that at all.
He's my friend.
Literally, he's just bro.
Yeah.
And he happens, I mean, I don't, bro, like some people, racism is taught, you know, some people are also like, not racist, but they're not, or they haven't been around a lot of cultures or races, you know, they're
groomed into it.
Yeah. Or like people are very much they're not used to any other cultures. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like, you know, I got a friend out in Jersey. I don't know if he watches this, but okay. But, you know, he's like, oh, there's no black people where I'm from. It's like, you live in New Jersey, man. Like, there's
gotta be someone out there.
Yeah, like, there are a lot of black people. It's like, just because the town that you live in might not have a lot of black people, like, that's a weird way to, you know, like look at it.
Yeah, no, for real, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Point is like when I was a kid, right, we're taught, hey, we're all people, we're all Americans. Like love your Americans. Like color literally is just a different flavor. If anything, that's a fucking blessing that you have everything, right? Mm-hmm. Every color is like, bro, you can make so much more of a better painting with all these different colors than one color or two colors, right? So it's like, that's the beauty of our nation. And they used to teach us, right? We're all humans. Now they're not. They're teaching kids to see each other as what? Like, oh, I should feel guilty because I'm white. Mm-hmm. How fucking stupid is that? I'm not even full white. You know how fucking stupid it is to hear that little kids in kindergarten are being taught that they need to feel bad because somebody down along the line had slaves, even though it's just ridiculous, you know? Like, that does not excuse anything morally in the past, right? But my point is that on my rambling, right, they distort the reality of what's going on. They distort the situation we are in and what we have because they don't want us to make the best of what we got. We are blessed in every way.
Well, they don't want us to make out the reality of the situation.
They want to control us, man.
Yeah. Like
they want us to hate each other.
Yeah, let's not forget that bigger picture. They don't want us to see what's really going on.
Well, they still want us talking about things that are not relevant. They still want us to think. They want us to go backwards, you know?
Yeah, like honestly, I understand the big. I don't want to start a big thing.
No, go for it.
But I understand for it. Like, I understand why people are mad at the situation, but it's like, honestly, who gives a fuck whether two actors hit each other or something like that? Like, who gives a fuck? You know, people get hit or slapped every day. Like,
it doesn't change anything.
And the fact that it was on TV, okay, yeah, whatever, but who gives a fuck? Let's worry about the real shit going on.
Right. Wasn't there just a war in Ukraine?
Yeah.
Oh, was it before that? Weren't we fucking... Weren't we going to kill grandma if I didn't wear a fucking mask, right?
Yeah. Like,
how stupid.
We need to focus on the shit that is really going on.
Yeah. And it's just crazy. People are just, they're on to the next thing, you know? And it's like, it's what we would call a psyop, the whole Will Smith thing. They're both actors. They're at the fucking, Oscars, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The ratings are trash. No one cares.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
Someone like Will Smith, who has been made a meme and demasculated for the past 2 years, obviously he's looking for a way to change that in his image, and it bothers him. How do these elites and wealthy people do this? They stage and coordinate these things. Will Smith completely was knowing that it had to have been completely staged. He went and did that and then went and celebrated his Oscar. And then the news articles are saying how badass he is. And it's like, okay, well that he did assault somebody and the police didn't come out. It's like you think that like this is real weird, you know? And then fake news is like, well,
but what happened to common sense, man?
Yeah.
What happened to people's fucking way to be able to put one and one together by themselves? Nobody can do that.
They've changed our education. They've ruined our school system.
They don't let people think for themselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You have to be spoon fed everything,
right? They don't want you to question things.
Yeah. It's just pissing me off now.
It really is. You know, it's crazy. Like question everything, ladies and gentlemen. Everything, like every source you see. Like
look at both sides too. That's one thing that I've learned, because sometimes when I was like first kind of looking into looking into things, like you get so passionate, and then you get a different perspective from somebody else, and you're like,
changes.
I didn't see it that way, and then you're like, okay. So I think it's very good if you have an open mind and take things from both sides.
Bingo. Yeah, 100%. And that's why we're here having these types of conversations, because you know they've literally isolated us and have kept us locked down from COVID, so we don't talk about this lockdown shit's kind of stupid, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
They don't want us to talk. They don't want our right of freedom of assembly, which God gave us. And so these are the types of combos that are going to progress our country. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so this 100%. Open mind, being willing to listen to people, even if you don't agree with them, you know, talking.
That's what needs to be happening. Even if you don't agree with somebody, try and listen to them and don't argue everything they say. Like, oh, you're wrong, that's wrong. You're not even hearing what they're saying when you're saying that. You're not even listening.
Bingo, bro. This is literally what all the colleges are teaching all of these NPC people to do. So they're telling them to immediately be emotionally, you know.
Yeah. No.
It's happened here on TBD, man.
Yeah.
Just by me listening to you or even Edgar or whoever, like, has changed, you know, my way.
And vice versa. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. And that's how it should be.
Absolutely. Exactly. And that's the beauty of it, because it's completely organic. All this show is like this platform. We're extremely blessed to have this platform. Shout out to the people who make this possible. Yeah, God bless y'all.
Shout out those ones.
I see it as like a garden kind of. I know it's like I always make these analogies when I'm off that, but like what all of this is literally just a field of like dirt. Yeah, we got some nice stuff. We got the sun shining on us. We got some nice cameras. Like we can't make the fruit by hand. Mm-hmm. We can't do that. But what we can do is nurture and grow and create the environment to where the biggest fruit or vegetables can excel, that have the most space to spread, that have the most ability to feed the most people, give the most people most nutrition. You know what I'm seeing? Yep, you know what I'm saying?
Best nutrients. Yeah.
And so that cycle perpetuates in every way, like spiritually, mentally, physically. And so point is like, that's the point. That's our country. Same thing. It's this big ass beautiful garden that has all these beautiful tools in it and all these different seeds. And there's been a couple assholes hogging the seeds, fucking up different people's patches of dirt, taking a shit in some other people's dirt. And, you know, it's not right. It's fuckers. Exactly. Right. So the point is, love your fellow American. Not every American's a good person. Bad people are shitty people. Call them out, beat their ass, whatever the fuck. I'm not calling for violence, but it's like, use your common sense and judgment. But we need more compassion in this world. We need more love. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean we ever compromise our strength and our willingness to fight for what's right. Because at the end of the day, we believe in what we believe in strongly, and it's worth fighting for.
It is. Yeah. Amen to that. Yeah.
Brothers, did you guys have anything else you want to say? I mean, we've been running for a little bit here.
I do.
Anything you'd like to close this motherfucker out?
Dalen wants to go first. I got nothing. I don't have to say this. I just have to say
I've learned a lot today.
2 words. And it's not fuck Gabriel. It's fuck China.
Fuck China! Thank you, gentlemen, for being here today. God bless.
DosOnes.
So to speak, or so they say, I could still be asleep.